I'm Andy, and this is my wife Claire. Today we find ourselves in the breathtaking Bolton Abbey in North Yorkshire in the Yorkshire Dales, home to a hidden gem that both mesmerises and terrifies, the Strid.
Now, you may be wondering what makes the Strid so special and why it deserves our attention. Well, my friends, let me tell you, this seemingly picturesque stretch of water holds a dark and dangerous secret.
What appears to be a harmless, narrow stream is in fact an incredibly treacherous place. The Strid gets its name from an Old English word meaning to stride or to jump, and trust me, you wouldn't want to take that leap.
The innocent-looking surface hides an astonishingly powerful force beneath. The Strid may seem inviting, but it conceals an immensely strong undertow and a series of hidden rocks and submerged crevices.
In fact, legend has it that the Strid has claimed numerous lives over the years. The combination of its deceptive appearance, swift currents and unpredictable underwater terrain creates a deadly combination.
The Strid has a 100% fatality rate and is renowned as the world's most deadliest stretch of water.
Alright YouTube, here we are, we've just parked up in this car park in Bolton Abbey. It was £15 for the day. We're just getting over it, aren't we? But we're gonna have a walk and see if we can find the most dangerous stretch of water in the world.
Where? In the world?
In the world, which apparently is round here.
Say that again. In the world!
But before I do anything, I don't know about you, Claire, but I want something to eat.
I do, yeah. The cafe opens at 10. And what time is it? It's 9:59.
We've got all the safety gear, because it's so dangerous. This looks like an old train station or something.
It does. Should we sit outside? I'd like to.
100%. Who's going in?
Me.
So when you pay for parking, you get given this handy little map. Tells you all about the area. This is where we are. And we're going to walk up this way. Up to the Strid, which is the danger zone. See, dangerous. There's plenty of facilities all the way down. And this is where me and Claire got married. So Claire's back with some food.
Yeah, this is breakfast. This is the absolute worst cafe I've ever been in my whole 45
Really? It looks really
years of
nice
life.
as well.
So, guess how much that is?
Not sure.
£17.
Wow.
2 coffees and 2 packaged sandwiches.
Okay.
I asked for some, like, do they do bacon sandwiches or heart dinners? Didn't understand what I meant. I know I'm quite Yorkshire, but they are in Yorkshire. Anyway, no, they don't do that. They do nothing. They do coffees and packaged sandwiches. What a shame.
You gotta love scammy Britain. Shall I tell you why? Because when you look at that, it looks full, doesn't it? Then when you actually look at it, look at that for a wedge.
£5 as well.
There's nothing at the back. It's all at the front. What's the coffee like?
Nice.
You just don't like it anyway on principle, do you?
No, I've gone off it now. First class? You're joking me.
Why?
It's crap.
So what's interesting with this is...
Me? Not you. Not you. Sorry, darling, what were you saying?
No, what's interesting is here, you've got to use your card. They won't accept cash.
Yeah.
We'll sit back.
I won't be able to get out again, you know that, don't you? What happens if I break it and I go straight through?
Try it. There you go. So we've been really excited to come here because when we were researching coming up to North Yorkshire, we came across an article that said that this part of the Yorkshire Dales includes the most dangerous stretch of water in the world.
The world. The actual world.
Yeah, basically, if you fall in, it's 100% fatality rate. So you can't be rescued alive. And we took it with a pinch of salt, but we did a little bit more research.
We did, didn't we?
And the more we did, the more true it seemed. So this little area down here, this is the water coming down from it.
Yes.
And when we arrived here last night, we got talking to some locals, as we do. One a big part of what we enjoy doing. And we've asked everybody about it to see if in fact it is true. And it's notorious in these parts. And we were talking to a guy last night who said he's from this area. We went on a school trip and he jumped over the Strid with his friends, and in his own words, all hell broke loose on this school trip because they all know how dangerous it is. I mean, can you imagine? You can't think of anything worse.
I bet you can't do that trip now.
I wouldn't want to be doing that trip, would you?
It won't be allowed
Kids.
now, I'm sure.
And then when we've come to the car park, we asked the guy on the gate if it were true. And he basically said that there's lots of stories about it. He says, and some may be a little bit exaggerated, but the truth of it is, if you fall in, you're gone.
You will die.
And the reason for that is because the water comes down at such a rate and it drops really, really deep. But there's like he explained it like a cavern underneath, and the water pushes you into this cavern and you can't get yourself out of it, so you end up drowning.
Yeah, you swirl about in the cavern, don't you?
Now he said that at the moment the water isn't as high as what it gets, and he says it looks pretty innocent, but when you get up to it you start to understand why it can give you a problem. So we're excited to see just what it looks like, because up to now it just looked beautiful and peaceful.
So from my research, I saw a couple came on their honeymoon here.
Oh yeah.
A beautiful place to come on your honeymoon, but they both fell in.
What, to the Strid?
They fell into the Strid. I don't know what they were doing in the Strid. I don't know how they fell in. But they fell in and they both died.
Wow.
Because of course, 100%.
100% fatality.
But they died, isn't that terrible?
Yeah. There's stories that go back hundreds of years about this place.
Yep.
Now people have fallen in over time, and apparently it's quite slippy on the sides.
Right. I won't be going anywhere near the edge.
Nice place to fly fish, this.
Does J.R. Hartley come here? Oh, look, it's the money tree.
Ah.
Put some money in it.
We ain't got none. We've spent it,
I've got
Kathy.
some coins, haven't I?
Well, we've got nothing to hammer it in with.
Just push it in.
Look at this, eh?
There's nobody really about. It's
There's
fabulous.
nobody about, but one thing that I've just thought of there. So, guy that just passed us, I'm sure I saw him earlier with somebody else.
Do you think they've fallen in the Strid?
They didn't seem concerned, but it's a good way to get rid of somebody. So we should see, they should have somebody keeping tabs. If you walk up here with someone, but you come back on your own, check the Strid.
Check the Strid. So guys,
Somebody's had a push.
if I'm not on Van Talk next week, you know where I am. I'm in the Strid.
I think this could be.
Yeah, this is it, because I can see warning signs all over, look.
There are, yeah, we've got big warning signs coming up. I can't help but feel a bit underwhelmed.
15 quid to park,
Is that
20
it?
quid for sandwiches, and that's the Strid. They're not there.
Danger in my eye. Green Trail, aqueducts. The Strid. Cavendish seat, stone chair seat.
But I don't know why I didn't say, which is a bit upsetting.
Strid seat. Low Strid seat.
That's obviously somebody's seat up there, isn't it?
Well, is that this?
Yeah, I think you might be right.
This might be Lady Harriet's seat. But, little tip, tell us where we are, it helps.
Danger,
The Strid.
danger.
The Strid is dangerous and has claimed lives in the past. Please stand well back and beware slippery rocks. So we've got some people down here. So this is obviously the water that comes out of it. You can see it gets churned up because of all the froth on top. So this is it. Apparently, this little area is the most dangerous stretch of water in the world. So shall we go and have a look?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Don't be on your phone all the time and fall in, Claire.
I've got to take pictures for Insta.
Everybody's kind of like staring at it. Look at these cliffs. cliffs. You know what I mean? Ledge. Right. So this is the approach.
Oh, look. It's quite busy here, isn't it?
Yeah, because people have come to see it.
Come on, Pabbers. Good boy.
So it is a bit rocky getting down into it, but it's not too bad.
No, it's great.
Quite flat. You can see people are walking down. Got the sticks, everything.
Oops.
Flat.
Can't get Pablo down this bit.
You can get
Okay.
down.
Wait for me, Pabs, don't pull me.
Yeah, don't pull Mum.
Wow, look at it. That's it there, look, wow.
I think that's it there. If you come in here and that water's there, oh, you can see how people's got slipped.
Careful, please.
But yeah, look at that, imagine if you get stuck in here. This water obviously comes up, all these gunnels here, but then if you've got that force of that water coming over your head, obviously it comes up here. So apparently that part that's over there, that's even deeper.
Yes.
And it goes down and there's like a cavern. Wow. I see everybody's been slipping. Getting up. Let's see if I can get up. You've been very cautious, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
Got the dog, that's why. That's the Strid, that's the dirty bit.
You can see it bubbling there. Well, what do you think to this?
I love it, look at that. Can you see it?
Yeah, you can see it, it's just there. It's, I think it's pretty amazing really, all that power just coming into that little small bit. You can kind of see by looking around how it works. There's little caverns And there's no way, no matter how good a swimmer you are, if you get that water on top of you, you're going under it, aren't you?
And I'm a really good swimmer. I got my badges.
You ain't got your Strid badge.
Don't think anybody has.
Nobody's got a Strid badge. Don't even try. But you'd be crazy even to go anywhere near it.
Well, I wouldn't jump over that, would you?
No, not at
And
all.
you're brave. I'm not brave.
There's no way I'd jump over that. But even Pablo's a bit uneasy around it.
Yeah, yeah.
That's his animal instinct telling him not to go near it. But it's very beautiful. It's well worth the walk down here. But then you've got that added backstory that it's really dangerous.
In the world, let's recap
The most
this.
dangerous stretch of water in the world.
world.
What I think is really good is, like in this day and age, we're a bit of a nanny state and you can't do this, you can't do that, but they've left it open so you can come and see it. I'd
You
imagine
could jump in that.
if you wanted to. I don't think you.
No,
Well,
but you could.
yeah. But is it going to be a matter of time before they close it down? So if you can, come and see it before they do, because I'd imagine that health and safety might finally get to this place. But it's absolutely beautiful. All these
Amazing.
woods. And coming in this time of year, obviously you've got all the plants fully grown and everything else. It'd be interesting to see it in winter. And we might actually come back.
Yeah, it'd be slippy though, but yes.
It's slippy, but I think if you came where it wasn't winter, then the water level would be higher. We'll check out how deep it actually is, but what did they say?
The guy came with a sort of experimental stick thing that could tell you how deep it was, and it varied from 20 metres to, we got a reading of 40 to 50 metres deep.
Yeah.
It's quite incredible to look at it from here.
But then that got disputed because there's a cave diver that said that he's actually been diving in this, which if you've got
Kit on.
tanks and everything else and you're experienced, you know what you're doing, well, yeah, I can see why you get down there, but I'd imagine you can still get, stuck in there. But he said that it wasn't quite that deep because he'd been down there.
Right.
But apparently it's like a room underneath.
Yes, that's right, yeah.
Which is remarkable to think, I think.
And because of the, I don't know how it works, this is the clear explanation, because it's so powerful, if you get stuck
Eddy,
in the
they
room,
call it an eddy.
if you get stuck in the eddy,
Eddy, I
if
think.
you get stuck in that,
It's like a swirl of water.
you just swirl around until you die.
Yeah,
That's the clear explanation.
there you go. However, it's a lot like Claire. Very beautiful, but at the same time, very, very dangerous. It's not very nice.
That was my karate.
Oh, I thought you were calling me something. So this is dangerous place number 1. You got dangerous place number 2, the pavilion with the prices.
And let's remember, it's the world's deadliest stretch of water.
The world's
That's
deadliest
incredible.
stretch. 100% fatality rate. If you go in, you're not coming out.
So tip, don't go in.